guys, good Ninja OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to the PE Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Today we've got a lot of great topics for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon Veteran Trainers Dual Pack has been announced for North America. This includes both games and bonuses starting at $79. So Nintendo has announced a Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon Veterans Trainer Dual Pack for North America, which includes both games and a few other bonuses. Now this will cost $79.99, and the Veteran Trainers Dual Pack includes Pokemon Ultra Sun game software, Pokemon Ultra Moon software, 16 art cards, digital download card for 200 Pokeballs. Not 100, not 150, but 200 grand Pokeballs for your adventure in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. That might just be the most random little thing Nintendo has thrown in to one of these special editions that I have ever seen. A digital card for 200 Pokeballs. They better be a variety of Pokeballs. They better not just be those crap beginning Pokeballs, or that's a ripoff. Better be a variety of like Great Balls, Ultra Balls. Better have a bunch of Heal Balls and all sorts of different types of the ones that you can have. Just having just normal Pokeballs. So I'm hoping it's a variety of Pokeballs and not just those beginning crap ones. So Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon will drop on the Nintendo 3DS, the 2DS XL, all the different 2DSs and 3DSs that you can think of on November 17th. So what do you guys think about this? I actually think this is a fantastic idea. It gets people to buy the game for gifts. If you have 2 kids and they have 3DSs, bam, you get yourself an Ultra Pack. They can split the Pokeballs. I don't know how they're going to do with that. Split the digital card, not sure if you can do that or not, but either way, you get the cool cards. Obviously, Pokemon Sun and Moon has some of the best Pokemon designs, in my opinion, throughout the franchise. So that's actually really cool that they're giving you some of those cards, and you get both of the games as well. So it makes a really good pack for, let's just say you want to give it as a gift. It's pretty much the same price, so you're not really getting any real discount outside of just a few extras, the 16 art cards and the Pokeballs, but that doesn't really amount to much. Otherwise, you'd be spending the same amount of money. The $39.99, $39.99, it's going to be the same price. So there's not really any type of discount, but it is pretty cool to get some of those extras there. And once again, like I said, if it is a gift, you can't split it up. As far as the pack goes, it's pretty cool to open it up. Oh, you got both games in there, cool, and you guys can trade and all that. So yeah, what do you guys think about this? I actually really like the idea. I think it's going to be very successful. Nintendo's done this before in the past and had a lot of success, so I'm pretty sure this one's going to be successful as well. And will you be picking up this dual pack? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, and moving on to the next article here. Secret of Mana Remake will be playable at PAX West 2017. Square Enix announces its full lineup for the Seattle Expo, which is fast approaching, by the way, guys. So the newly announced Secret of Mana Remake will be playable at PAX West 2017 in Seattle, Washington from September 1st to September 4th. Square Enix has announced. Get Square Enix's full schedule and list of playable titles right here. So we're going to go over some of them. They have some panels for Life is Strange, Before the Storm, a new series has begun. They also have Mobius Final Fantasy 1-year anniversary panel, Life is Strange Before the Storm launch party with What's Good Games. Then they also have Final Fantasy 14 Stormblood, Tales of Localization and Lore panel. They have the playable titles, Dissidia Final Fantasy NT on the PlayStation 4. They have Final Fantasy 14 Stormblood. They also have Final Fantasy 15 Multiplayer Expansion Comrades. Life is Strange Before the Storm, that's also playable. Lost Sphere, Secret of Mana, Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition, which is also coming to Windows 10. It's coming to iOS, Android, and Windows 10. King's Knight, Wrath of the Dark Dragon, Mobius Final Fantasy. So what do you guys think about this lineup here? I think this is pretty good. Lost Sphere is a game that I have my eye on. Obviously, we're all looking at the Final Fantasy 15, the multiplayer expansion. That's going to be interesting to see how that works out. There's also Final Fantasy 14, which is also another multiplayer game, very different from Final Fantasy 15's multiplayer. And then you also have Final Fantasy Dissidia, or I should say more like Dissidia Final Fantasy NT, which is also another multiplayer Final Fantasy game. So Square Enix is really going ham with these multiplayer Final Fantasy games. There are quite a number of games as far as Final Fantasy goes, and a lot of them are multiplayer. So not sure if I like that direction. You guys saw that video that I made, Square Enix kind of slipping up, but hey, we still do have Dragon Quest XI coming to the States. That's going to be coming in 2018. There should be a Nintendo Switch and 3DS version along with the PlayStation 4. Plus we have Lost Sphere, which is not multiplayer, which is going to be a single player experience, which is coming, I think, January of 2018. And then we also have a couple other titles here and there from Square Enix. So overall, not too bad as far as the lineup goes. I'm looking forward to a few titles here and there. I just think that they're really going heavy and overboard on the multiplayer, but hey, it is what it is. I understand the industry and what people are looking for as far as the mainstream audience and kind of what's going on there, so I can see why Square Enix is doing a lot of that. So let me know what you guys think about all these different titles, in addition to Secret of Mana Remake being playable at PAX West. And are any of you guys going to be going there out here on the West Coast? I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. Alright, and moving into the shocker of the day, or at least yesterday when this news broke. So apparently Splatoon 2 has built-in voice chat when playing via LAN. All that when you hook it up and you have those LAN parties like Halo back in the day. Yeah, when you do that with Splatoon 2, you can have completely optional and functional voice chat in the game. So if you're playing Splatoon 2 online with friends, you kind of already know that you can't just chat with them normally. You need some other type of device, whether you're using Discord, whether you're using some type of TeamSpeak. But if you want to do it officially through Nintendo, you have to download the app. And the app is kind of clunky and it doesn't really work as good as you want it to work, and there's a bunch of issues with the app that people have problems with. However, when you do have LAN play, it is a completely different story. So Splatoon 2 launched weeks ago, but people are just finding out this piece of information when it comes to Splatoon 2 today, and it turns out the game does have voice chat through LAN, and that is built-in voice chat, guys. This is not using some type of phone, then hooking it up. You just plug in the actual headset to your Nintendo Switch device, you have your headset on there, and then you have voice chat. It works perfectly fine. So you'll be able to hear friends in lobbies and while playing Salmon Run. Other multiplayer gameplay modes, however, don't feature the voice chat since you're on separate teams. But it does sound like as long as you have a headset with a mic included, voice chat is possible without any extra devices or anything like that. Now, what I'd like to see is a test to see the quality of that voice chat. I know it's through a local area, so it's probably really good quality, whereas when you do online, probably not as good. But what this proves basically, and make sure you watch Spawnwave's video on this if you want more details and stuff, because he's definitely more technically inclined than I am. Basically what this means to me is that Nintendo has built-in voice chat. The app and other stuff is not necessarily needed, which we've already kind of known all along, that the technology was already built into there as far as NVIDIA to do voice chat on their OS, what they're doing. Like, we already knew that was capable. It was just a matter if Nintendo was going to do it. Obviously, you just plug in the headset, there's a mic, it should be able to work, but it doesn't work for a lot of different games. There just wasn't anything there. But this shows that not only is it capable, but Nintendo could probably be planning to do that in the future as far as an update to unlock it to where it can be everywhere else. Now, I have my own theories why it's locked at this point and why we haven't seen it. Well, the first thing is that Nintendo's online. The online for Nintendo is really being held together by glue at this point, guys. It's a lot of peer-to-peer. There's not a lot of servers going on as far as its network. It's nowhere near as advanced right now as PS4 or Xbox One. They still need to add a lot of things in, and that's why the online was delayed, in my opinion, just because they just still need more time to get all their servers up and running, get everything tested, and making sure everything works well. Now, even with Splatoon 2, you sometimes do run into lag every now and then, and you do run into some connection issues and things like that. Now, if people were going around on a peer-to-peer connection also using voice chat, I think that would present problems for Nintendo's network at this point, because it is peer-to-peer. It is not server-based like a lot of other shooters out there. So yeah, bandwidth and as far as what's being transmitted and received is going to play a huge part, and voice chat is one of those things that definitely plays a part into that, which could cause some lag and things like that. So I feel potentially this is the reason why Nintendo does not have voice chat on the system at this point, and that it's probably going to be added in an update, and they opted to use an app just to get people something in the meantime. But if you've noticed, no third-party developer that even has online play or even has some type of things that where it's online functionality for voice chat or anything is even signing up to use the app. Like, for example, Minecraft. There's not going to be any voice chat on Minecraft at all on the Nintendo Switch, even though there's that app there. So I really do think it's a band-aid to pretty much a gun wound at this point, and until they get themselves to the doctor, to the hospital, which is going to be 2018 when Nintendo's real service launches and they probably have their servers ready, we're not going to get that bullet wound fixed at all. So this is really just a band-aid. It's just a temporary type of deal, and if you want to use it afterwards, you can continue using it. But I feel that they're going to have it native on the console because it already is native on the console just through that one mode. There's just some things, or Nintendo's blocking it through the certain software, and when they're ready for it to go as far as having their network up and being able to handle everything on their servers with all the connections, then yeah, they're just going to go ahead and let it loose to where you can plug in a headset and you'll be able to have voice chat there. Now, I've already said this once on my channel, and I'll go ahead and say it again. I run a network as far as with me and who I play with when it comes to our Patreon and our PE arenas and all that. So Discord is just an easier option for all of us, so you guys can hear everyone on the chat, so everyone can know where to go. I don't have to send individual invites to each person in order to join in. Discord is just much easier for me no matter what platform it is as far as me playing online. But for those who don't have that, or for those who don't want to use a second device, or for those who don't have the computer in the same room, this is a good option for you, especially if you're going to be playing in handheld mode. When Nintendo does get everything right, you'll just be able to plug in that headset, chat with your friend, or whatever the case is. But it doesn't necessarily end there. Nintendo still needs to add quite a bit of stuff to the OS in order to be able to take advantage of this in an effective way. Now, they've got some of it right with some of the on-screen notifications when you get like a message from the voice chat as far as the app goes and all that. So some of it's there. I do like the fact that they got that, but they still have a little bit of ways to go. But either way, for all those who were saying, man, Nintendo's not doing this is stupid that they're not doing it, well, I think this pretty much proves that, one, it's possible on the Nintendo Switch, and two, it's probably going to be coming in an update once Nintendo got everything down and we're actually paying for the service in order for them to put that type of voice chat support out on there. Once again, it's going to be $20 a year, and you can get more details and information on Nintendo's online. I'll have a link to that in the description below. But yeah, for everyone who wanted voice chat, or who were potentially thinking that they're going to use it in the future, or hoping that it was added in the future, I think this pretty much shows it that it's probably going to be coming. But that's just my opinion. Nothing's been confirmed at this point. Nintendo hasn't even commented on this, but yeah, you do have voice chat through LAN play on Splatoon, so that does show that you can just hook it up and you can have voice chat right there. So it is possible in the system. It's just being blocked by the software, and once Nintendo decides to unblock it, then you should have no problem having voice chat on your system. So that's just my opinion on the matter, but I think that's what's going down, and I think 2018 will finally see it. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon page. Pledge any tier and be entered to win some awesome prizes each month. In addition to that, we have Discord voice chat and $10 prize eShop tournaments from Round Card 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2, and more. So support PE Live and PE Arena right here on PlayerEssence. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next video. Peace!